Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
Huh. Let's appraise the value on this.
Oh my.
Let's dance.
What do you think, cutie? No pain, no gain.
To the letter.
Sorry, we don't serve the general public.
Wait! Where?
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering outlanders that snuck into the...
Are our clothes really so...
The Yashiro Commission's seal. This must be from... In which case, welcome to the Komore Tea House.
Well, that sounds more...
What kind of tea is this?
Today's no good for going out. Did I say that yesterday as well?
Well, now that we're here, where's Toma? Paimon doesn't see him anywhere. Do you think he forgot his promise to meet us?
Who forgot their promise? I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about me.
What? Is that dog talking to us?
Relax, no need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first time you've seen me in this form? Huh. So you didn't see anything like this when you were in Liyue Harbor?
Now that you mention it, this does suddenly seem less
Alright, I've had my fun.
Hey! You're this close to getting an...
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you for so long. So I came up with this little fun, but in all seriousness, I would like to apologize about it. Helped us determine whether or not to bring you before Miss Kamisato, and whether you had the courage to face—
Don't think that Paimon's gonna forgive.
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies. Let me just say this. You've often found yourself skirting the rules from the very beginning, haven't you? Naturally, this is due to your unwavering and resolute determination. A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same, but when the lightning struck— so you've heard of his story. His light still burns all the more brightly. Yes, of course. I will bring you to the Kamisato residence where the Yashiro Commission is located. But before that, there is one other place I was hoping you both would accompany.
Oh? Where?
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god. It's still under construction now, but you can already see—
The books were more interesting in the past.
Sure feels gloomy. People probably don't come here often, do they? Huh? Are Paimon's eyes playing tricks? Or are there things embedded in the statue?
visions.
Visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt decree are put into the statue?
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt decree. Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first that Mondstadt, as for Inazuma, it's known as the Nation of Eternity. The Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most powerful ruler and its deity. The Eternity in question is her endless and unchanging will to rule over Inazuma. As such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate the nation's affairs, and the Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one—
Seems like every god has their own will.
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. As for the reason behind the recent Vision Hunt decree, perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change, and that her eternity doesn't allow for such instability to exist. Whatever the case, the fact is that the Raiden Shogun has dispatched the Tenryo Commission to scour the nation, and this statue of the omnipresent god can be seen as Inazuma's symbol of eternity.
But if that's the case, wouldn't you—
Only outlanders such as yourselves would— And yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt decree is something that simply should not exist. And Miss Kamisato has been committed to—
Huh? Hey, are you okay?
Sound? What sound?
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then—
Aspirations? Have you heard it before? That when a person's ambition that is where visions come from. In other words, a person's vision— So if what you just said is true, then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined. Alright, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
Finally!
No commotion will be tolerated in the heart of Tenshukaku. Finally, No. To the very end.
What do you think, cutie?
Let's make haste.
I knew I should have stayed home. Oh my. Looks like I got carried away.
Let the show begin. Let's dance. Huh? I'll protect us. Let's dance.
If there's anything you wish for, I'll gladly be of service.
So, this is the kind of place where the big shots of Inazuma live, huh?
Welcome at last to the Kamisato residence, honored guest. Miss Kamisato is delighted to finally meet you.
Is this the Shirasage Himegimi you keep going on about? So, where's she at? Oh, behind the screen?
Yes. As the daughter of the Yashiro Commission, this is how Miss Kamisato is accustomed to consider it a time-honored tradition within the Yashiro Commission. Forgive me if the...
Makes sense.
Please forgive my lack of courtesy for receiving you in this fashion. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. And Toma is at present in Inazuma, in the name of the Vision Hunt Decree. Though the Yashiro Commission serves the Shogun, it is the people with whom we share close bonds. A commission's power rises and falls with the trust of their people. The Traveler, lend us your power, and we can... Oh.
See, milady, it's just like...
No, please! Wait! I will introduce you to the Raiden Shogun, on one condition.
What are your wishes?
They pertain to 3 whose visions were taken from them. Perhaps once you've met...
A warrior who guards a village, a former samurai who helped carry out the vision...
Correct. Please do all you can to help them.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Let the show begin.
What do you think, cutie?
I'll protect us.
You're in for a little shock. You're in for a little shock.
Finally, my blade!
Let's spark things up a...
Motion to compel. Inadmissible evidence. Let's dance.
To the berry?
Boom boom.
Finally, No.
What do you think, cutie? No pain, no gain.
There you are, Strawberry. The more, the merrier.
Don't be such a brute.
Let me amuse myself.
Let the show begin.
I'm a bit rusty.
The more, the merrier. Let me amuse myself a little. Who can I find who might amuse me? The systems shine no longer.
Ready, steady, go! Let's dance.
Come a little. He...
Remarkable condition. Remind you again. The law can be both a help and a hindrance. Let's see. Where's the person Ayaka told us about?
Why are you doing this? Why leave all...
Precisely. It's much... The children are desperate for you to take them out to...
That must be the guy Ayaka...
Ah, you must also... Tejima has protected this place, keeping out the treasure hoarders, fending off any monsters that draw near. But now, all of... We will gladly apologize if that's the case.
If you want my opinion, it's clear that Tejima had done nothing wrong, and still I can't claim to fully understand it. But I could tell that he'd lost something. Truth be told, we aren't sure whether trying to keep him...
Seems like he's a well-res... You must be Tejima!
Me? It's not a question of what... True. But that's not why I chose... And what made me want to come here 30 years? I don't have answers to those questions, because I can't... In the past, I knew I wanted to stay here. But whatever resolve I have...
Okay. Well, in that case, if we... As if you can't remember... Oh! Maybe if you just try a...
Oh, that reminds me. Last time...
I keep a diary? If...
Oh, yes, you do. And what's more, I remember you saying at the time...
Perfect! So if we want to keep Tejima from leaving, we just need to find a...
If you don't mind, we will leave you to find the diary.
This looks like Tejima's Let's see what... Today, the villagers and I got together to cook dry braised. Today, I helped rescue a kid who had fallen in the water. After I went kite flying today. The string broke, so I chased after it as fast I could. Seems like... Huh? I went to pray at the shrine again today and stayed there a while. The Omamori you... Now that's the kind of info we're looking for. So this is the interesting. Looking at the color and the design, but anyway, if he had this with him all the time... The soil looks like it's been disturbed. Must be something pretty amazing if it made him stick a... It looks like... Konda Village. Sounds so familiar. Where is that place again? But he's been here for 30... Well, let's go get...
I'll be. That's certainly my handwriting. But I have no memory of anything that's written in this diary. Still, it's clear that over the years, I must have made a note of anything interesting. And just look at all the things. How could I have forgotten something so important to me? Love, regrets, everything I felt. No. After all, I've forgotten who she was. It's as if she'd never been in my life to begin with. I think... maybe not. Although, what if she were to turn... When I think about it like that, I do feel a slight tinge of sadness in my heart. How curious. Why am I thinking like this? I shall remain here.
Tejima seems to be dealing... okay. Seems it's just like Ayaka and Toma were saying. If you look, that certainly explains the state. At least we were able to help him. Well... according to Miss Kamisato, the second one who lost their vision is a samurai... They say the Tenryou Commission is directly controlled by the Shogun. They're the ones responsible for maintaining law. But why would they take action? Paimon doesn't get it. Huh? There seems to be some commotion over there. Let's go see what...
I'll ask one more time. Do you intend to withhold this month's emergency?
The entire clan is counting on that food. How many times do I have to say it? I don't know.
You dare deceive us? Those provisions are essential. Do you understand? Not...
You samurai think you can just do whatever you please? The Tenryou Commission will hear of this!
Oh, huh? And who are you?
What? We heard the commotion and...
I see. You seem to have come just at the right... This is Kurosawa. He's a samurai and a member of the Shogun's army. They issue him... In the past, we'd simply ask him for provisions and everything would be delivered. He's keeping the provisions for himself. I just...
No one seems to care about us. We used to think Kurosawa was a kind man. But it's no wonder all the visions have been confiscated. The Raiden Shogun doesn't...
This must be one of the people Ayaka asked us to help. Maybe we should talk to Kurosawa.
I've never even heard of these emergency provisions. I don't know whether it's rumors or whether they're trying to blackmail me. But either way, it's ridiculous. If I was hoarding supplies, would I still be the poor man I am today? My own family can barely get by as it is. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got other matters to attend to. And that's the first bit of truth I've heard all day. The Shogun's army told me that I was unworthy of my vision.
Well, that's strange. You were helping enforce the Vision Hunt decree.
To be perfectly honest, all I know is that I will perform certain things every month. And it's not just that. I have...
Does it have to do with the missing emergency?
I didn't take any. Like I said, if I was taking them to top it all off, my house was just raided by treasure hoarders. If you don't believe me, go find the treasure hoarders.
But we better confirm. Let's go. We should be able to follow their tracks.
We really outdid ourselves this time. All those samurai houses packed with goods. We really hit the jackpot.
You haven't seen anything yet. Today's just the beginning. I'll be leading you all on an...
You demand, Bob!
These seem like the treasure...
Another test session. Picked.
Oh, there goes all the Mora. We worked... Come on, boss.
Not bad, kid. You ever think of joining the treasure hoarders? Kuros. So he's the one who sent you after us, huh? Just our...
So what did you see?
Food supplies. You kidding? That place was I didn't want anyone else to see it. So, but now that you've caught us, how about we make a deal?
You've got a deal.
Huh?
What the?
There's nothing...
Yeah. And they all seem to be made out to the owner of a general goods store. We better talk to this miss. As for you guys, you're free to...
So, we redeemed ourselves for some IOUs.
Shut it.
Welcome to Tsukumomono Groceries. We've got everything you need. Can I help you find something? Or perhaps there's something you want to inquire about? Ah, so your friend—
Whoa! Let's not get— How did Kurosawa end up owing—
Let me think. Kurosawa would come regularly to purchase large— However, the price of provisions began to skyrocket recently, and his salary—
So that's how he was— But why did he have to purchase a usual amount?
Well, if you think about it, the citizens receiving the Kurosawa thought that it would be quite the disappointment for them if they found they didn't, so he deemed it necessary to take on—
Wow. And no one ever appreciated what he did.
People's attitudes will always reflect their circumstances. If you ask me, had Kurosawa told everyone of course, I'm sure there would still have been some unrest. As for why he chose to spend his own money on if you're still curious, why don't you go ask him yourself? I see. That reminds me, it seems that his vision was recently confiscated. Most unfortunate. If he doesn't clear the debt on his name, he'll have— Sword? Oh, didn't he tell you? I've asked him about its origins. He told— In hindsight, I regret that I never made an offer on it. Why don't you ask him about the sword yourself? Oh, but before—
But—
Information— Don't worry. I won't charge much for information about Kurosawa.
At least we now know where the emergence— Let's go talk to Kurosawa again. What are you doing?
I presented them with a choice. It turned out to be a real time saver, actually. Perhaps Did you manage to track down the treasure hoarders? Everything I said was true, right?
That just about sums it up. It turns out that you really were
Strange. Is that I don't really have any such recollection. Why was I purchasing emergency provisions for everyone? But I could not deny that when I brandished my sword to scare those two away, I could sense this sword was— I remember once when I was young, I wanted to sneak out. What did he say? It would seem that I forgot many important things when my vision was taken from me. All I can remember now is my father telling me that this blade bore and said—
Hey! If you look carefully, can you recognize the words?
Virtue? Somehow those two words, taking on seemingly endless debts to make others happy. I guess that must have been my greatest ambition. But what use are virtue and justice? The Tenryo Commission seized my vision. And the very people I was... And the irony of all of it is... I'm incapable of being a good person. Yet
another troubled... When we get the chance, let's speak to Toma about Kurosawa's death. In any case, we must never let him sell off that... Yeah. Seems like, fortunately for us, you don't have a vid. Let's go find the next porcelain. Person who had their vision taken, Paimon heard that he's the present-day This is his dojo. Luckily...
Nanako, don't worry. Since those thugs that challenged the dojo were strong, but
Maybe, but... Things have gotten dangerous before...
It's just because he's been possessed, that's all. Once the exorcism...
Hey there!
Who are you? I don't care whether you're trespassers or just here to hurt... Don't make me draw my blade, or you...
No! You got it so wrong! We just came here to...
Disciples?
Yep. We've heard all about the mighty master of Meikyo, but then we got here and overheard you talk...
From the... Please, accept my apologies. We've had so many people trying to cause us trouble recently that we're on... You haven't arrived at the best of times, I'm afraid. Sensei got possessed recently, and he's still recovering. He's not able to take on any new disciples for the time being. I see you are earnest in your pursuit. Okay, Sensei's name is Domon. Though self-taught, he mastered the art of the sword to a high level. He once said that his goal was to become... And so, even while training us, he continued to hone his own... But then...
Not long ago, Sensei, he says the strangest things over and... Junya and I have discussed it, and we both think... that he's been... But if I'm honest...
The Grand Narukami Shrine...
You haven't heard of it? It's the largest shrine on Narukami Island. The head... Not that we'd have any means of involving the head shrine maiden, of course. But even... So don't worry, Nanako. Sensei is going... The exorcism will take place this evening.
So, losing your vision can cause...
Shh. So you decided to come. Just now, when Nanako was attending to him, when she asked him who the people were, it looked like he was in great distress. He was covering his... All the while he kept calling those names. Some of them we knew. One of them was Anzai. He used to be a fellow disciple of Sensei's. Sensei wouldn't stop calling his name. The ritual has now begun. Oh, please, excuse me for a moment while I fetch some water.
Huh? Who's that sneaking around? We won't let them get away with it! Come on! Seems they aren't here. Should we keep going further up? the right place? Let's look a little further up. Aha! Suspicious person sighted! That's gotta be...
How? Are you sure you're dome? Unless...
excuse me? And what are you doing sneaking around these...
Bad news? I'll have you know I don't care to talk about that time anymore.
His senior?
Anzai? Yes, because I don't wish to see Domon or anyone else associated with him. When we were young, we trained under the same sword. I had begun training 5 years before him, and everyone looked up to me as practitioners of Make-Yoshi Sui art, seek to achieve stillness of mind. But Domon was different. The first thing he did when he joined was go. Sensei scolded him and told him that the art of the sword should not be used for such vain ends. Sensei said that coveting the title, I thought so too at the time. But only then did I realize that it was he was consumed by his singular desire to become the best in the world.
Sure sounds like he meant business. So...
Because until he arrived, I was convinced that of all the disciples, I was the most gifted. Domon's arrival changed everything. When we sparred, I lost not later. I heard that he sparred with Sensei, too. After that, I wanted nothing further to do with him. So, when I heard rumors that he had lost his mind, my first reaction was I decided to quietly come and see if it were true. Then, to my so you see, I came... Okay, you've heard my story.
Seems like we got it wrong. Still, Paimon's not sure we should bring him...
What? You're saying does that mean he's just lost his mind? But
Nanako.
I am sorry. With what powers I have, but spirits may take a myriad of forms in this world, many of, and all is certainly not lost. For I received...
Lady Yai? Is that...
the head shrine maiden of the Grand Narukami Shrine?
Correct. Lady Yai is most knowledgeable indeed. I am unable to say for certain whether an evil spirit has possessed your sense...
Excuse me, Miss Inagi.
That won't be necessary. All that is required of you is your time. I must leave now, but we will meet soon.
Who'd have thought Lady Yai herself would have taken notice of our...
Do you mean to say that Sensei isn't renowned enough to deserve Lady...
No, that's not what I meant at all. I just mean this is Lady Yai, the head shrine... Anyway, given that you've traveled all this way just to meet our sensei, we did the...
Sure! After all, who knows? Maybe we'll be able to find...
Oh, Lord of Geo, please do us a favor and clear this up at your earliest convenience. I submit that we cannot afford for the codices to get damp. Ooh, we can definitely write this off as incidental gains.
One strike suffice. That won't work.
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
This will do.
You're in for a little shock. Come a little closer.
Like this.
No pain, no gain.
Hit! Hit! Hit!
Do you think that's Lady Ai? Oh, no wonder Junya was so excited. She has a real... Also, is it just Paimon? Or did she look right at us just now? It was probably...
Keep away. Keep up. I gave up the art of the sword. Please.
As you can see, Lady Domon has persisted in this state for some time now. He appears to...
Lady Ai, it must be this is nothing like him at all. In the...
I'm sorry. It is clear to me that your sensei is not... But... yes. This is unable to cope with the tremendous pressure he was under. He suffered as one who is thrown into the sea, though he fights back. As for what has triggered this change, I believe it must be the loss of his vision.
Stripped of his ambition? But Lady Ai... Even without his ambition.
Your school practices make stillness of mind, freedom from all agitation. There was once one who claimed to be indifferent to rank and reward, and who fled enraged when defeated by his junior. Then, what of the one who crossed blades with his own sensei and beloved fellow? Lady Ai, the path of the sword masters filled with twists and turns. It requires one to take their sword firmly in both hands and cut down the hopes and dreams. Only a deep commitment to his ambition to become the best made it possible for... When that ambition disappeared, he began to doubt himself. As he battled his much like...
Poor sensei. To think he's...
I'm sorry, Father.
That's enough.
Huh? Did he follow us the whole...
Ansai, Why are there two of you? You're here for revenge, aren't you?
You're right to assume that my feelings towards you are... It's been so long now that I made peace with it years ago. You didn't... I don't think most of the people you beat along the way would hold it against you. On the contrary, when you cut our ambitions short, we entrusted them to you, in the hopes that they might carry you further. Now I know that we can't place our hopes in you any longer, since you've been stripped of your ambitions too. But that is no reason to strip them of theirs.
But what if one day I put everything I had into trying to become the best? If there's a chance they'll end up like me one day, I'd rather they stay with...
Have you asked them what they think?
Sensei, after you rescued me from that, I can't know whether I will suffer in my future. I want to keep going until the day that I can stand before everyone with my head held...
Nanako's far from the only one.
Goodness.
You see? Being stripped of your ambition is something that's never happened to me. So I can't claim to... So, just as I once placed... You are not in the same position that I was.
I'm sorry to have made you worry for me, and for the state of Miyakyo Shisui art. I no longer have the resolve to become the best in the world. The emptiness and suffer... But as your sensei, this is my promise.
And you can count on that. But I am now used to the life of a wanderer. I do not belong... Well, don't just stand there staring at me.
So even though his ambition was taken away...
Traveler, a moment, please.
So, the wind that blows from afar carries fresh light. For us to meet now is premature. Nevertheless, you set foot on these islands at precisely the right moment. I have high hopes for you, child. Don't disappoint me.
Ooh, Lady Yide. She seems super mysterious. We can come back to it another time. For now, we should go report back.
The victor has been decided.
I'll protect us.
Hey.
Guess who fulfilled all your wishes? Huh? Ayaka! Huh?
Traveler, Paimon. It is a pleasure to finally meet you. I have heard all about how you helped our three friends. My sincerest thanks to you.
Yeah, Ayaka.
Because now that you have done the 3 things I asked of you, I consider you to—
Wait a second. But isn't Toma
Oh. Paimon, you are most entertaining.
Oh. Okay then. Ayaka, you seem pretty different now.
Thank you. Back to the matter at hand. You have now witnessed the pain of those deprived of their visions. What are your— Perhaps in the eyes of a deity such as the almighty Shogun, thunders roar, lightnings flash, the winds assault, and the rains descent. All these— But I believe that surely you understand what they— It seems that perhaps now you can appreciate my feelings on all of this. You will? Really? Naturally.
All right, bravo, my lady. You were—
See? I told you she wouldn't reject them. I'd placed my trust in the right person. Now then, given that the remainder of our discussion pertains to matters of a more confidential nature—
Well, here we are again.
Please continue without me.
So, what's the deal with this place anyway? What makes it your favorite meeting spot?
This is land that was gifted to the Yashiro Commission by the Shogun. The Kamisato clan has the exclusive right to plan, build— Such privileges exist due to the Yashiro Commission's role in managing
Oh, Paimon gets it!
Once the number of ceremonial affairs conducted in the city began to decline, our forebears built a tea house here.
Makes sense. Perfect place.
In any case, we can talk freely here. The almighty Shogun. I've seen her on— She inspires awe, commands respect, and exudes a sense— It was her almost complete lack of any emotion. In that sense, she— The issue is this. For the vast majority of people, after all, it is but a tiny minority of people who receive— Because of this, the
How can they be like that?
Nevertheless, in addition to us—
Resistance? You mean like—
Yes. Many who have lost or fear losing their visions have rallied to say a little more about Sangonomiya. Historically, but I do wonder whether there may be some other agenda behind— Of course. We have tried on numerous occasions. Unfortunately, each time they invariably adopt a stance of unconditional support. It almost makes one wonder whether they had a hand in the Shogun's—
Ooh, Paimon!
Oh? What would—
Have you got a plan yet to fight the visions?
To be honest, we do not.
What?
Please, Do not forget that challenging the vision hunt decree is tantamount to challenging a
So what?
Well, for the moment, all we can... For example, by providing vision bearers with safe refuge...
You're telling Paimon that there are people...
Don't underestimate the talents of the craftspeople in Hanamizaka. To the naked eye, the problem we are facing right now is that Master Masakatsu, who is providing us with counterfeit...
Darn! So
Yes. We knew it was not a long-term solution, and that it was only a matter of time before it would be... Exactly. I feel the same way. But given mine and Toma's identities as part of the Yashiro Commission, breaking him out of prison... By no means... When you are ready, go to Hanamizaka and look for...
What do you think, cutie?
La da 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 da.
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
Just hand it over. You don't want any trouble with me. If you think your elemental powers are enough to resist the... Believe me, you're not the first of your kind we've encountered, and we've...
Can't you make an exception? I just got this vision.
So this is the vision hunt decree in action, huh? We can't just sit around and... Psst! Huh? There's someone... Come on! What's going on? Shh! Quiet! Hey! This isn't right, you know! Just because you... Huh? Hey, what?
Shh! If you don't keep your voice down, I won't have one...
All right.
Wise choice.
What should we do now? He's already given... this is your fault!
Many thanks, Miss Yoimiya. If you hadn't swapped me a fake just now, I'm sure I...
No worries. You put on quite the convincing performance.
Oh, so that's what's going on here. And to think Paimon was about to...
Think nothing of it. I could tell from your reaction we were on the same side. Oh, right. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Yoimiya, the current owner of Naganohara Fireworks.
Practically everyone on Hanamizaka knows Yoimiya. She's the queen of the summer festival. Without her...
Whoa, that's quite the introduction.
Stop it, hon. As for thanking me, you'd be better off thanking his handiwork allowed me to keep my own vision. Whew, I can't even...
Yes, Master Masakatsu is a good man.
Master Masakatsu?
Huh? Do you guys know him too? You don't say. Then it sounds like the Shirasagi, but if I just march straight in there by myself, So, what about—
Sure, welcome to the team! Ayaka told us to go look for
Seems like I finally got a new job to do. Besides— So, Master Masakatsu is being held at the police—
Whoa, talk about a reliable source!
Not bad, huh? Let's go as soon as everyone's ready.
Time to break him out!
Perhaps this is karma.
Come on, this way! I certainly wouldn't want to end up locked away in here. We should split up. I've got a—
you sure?
Yes, Let's dance!
Talk about a big door! It seems we need to collect something shaped like Magatama in order to open it.
Yikes!
Train harder.
Who goes there? Soldiers, quick!
This wall looks a bit odd. Maybe there's some special trick to it. Paimon wonders if that armor over there has anything to do with the source of their strength.
Show me what you've got!
Surrendering.
I'll protect us. Motion to compel.
Show me what you've got! I dare you! That's my bravery! Get them! I'm lost! Show me what you've got! Show me what you've got! Don't hold back! I dare you! Show me what you've got! Train hard, rested.
Let's dance. Doesn't that Magatama shape look pretty similar to the grooves on the door over there?
Brace yourselves!
Inadmissible evidence!
Show me what you've got!
Try not to.
Incinerate!
Don't hold back! Bested.
Let the show begin. Protect us.
I must withdraw.
be Master...
Did you really think that little trick of yours...
Locking you up was just the...
Oh no! Those Tenryo commit...
If we don't come up with a way to break him out fast, then... Huh? Yoimiya!
I can't bear to watch. If any...
Hey, you there! What are you doing?
Ma'am.
We were just teaching him a little lesson, that's all.
Huh? Who's that?
That's Kujo Sara, adopted daughter of the Kujo clan of the Tenryo Commission. She's also a general in the Shogun's army.
Make way, let me have a look at him. I'm sure you're well aware that torture is strictly against military...
Yes, ma'am.
If you are unashamed of such disgraceful action...
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, Paimon sure wouldn't want to get on her bad side.
Hey, this is our chance. Let's move.
Yoimiya, are you sure?
Who is that? Quick, go and investigate.
Yes, ma'am.
They're coming! Quick, hide!
Sorry. I didn't mean to. Don't worry, I've got us covered.
Firework!
Huh? Was that an explosion?
It sounded like fireworks.
Quick, let's hurry!
The firework...
Fireworks aren't just for festivals, you know. I was particularly proud of the...
Yoimiya...
Well, fireworks are my craft after all. Every batch has to be spectacular.
Look, the coast is clear!
Master Masakatsu!
Come on! We've got no time to lose! Oh.
Yes, leave. He's in serious condition. But remember, once he's recovered, it won't...
Well...
We're finally out of that creepy place.
Yes. Finally, I've made it out of...
Master Masakatsu,
Don't worry. I think I can make it to the...
thank you. All of you.
Don't worry about us. Just take care of Master Masakatsu. Good thing we were able to rest. Right. It seems as though there are some okay people among the... How about we go tell Ayaka and the... Let the show be...
I see. So Kujo Sara stayed her hand. I wonder if we should try establishing contact with her.
Unlikely. Don't forget, Kujo Sara is also carrying out the... In her eyes, Master Masakatsu is of no... If our true motives were ever divulged, she would...
True. Though if you ask me, we are now one step closer to victory. You're turning out to be...
Indeed. Things may have turned out very differently this time, but if we wish to mount any sizable resistance against the Vision Hunt decree, it is time we make ready our...
There's no need to rush. Things seem to have taken a turn for the better, at least. Not only have we yes, which reminds me. The Tenryo Commission seems... and the number of samurai out enforcing the Vision Hunt decree.
A ceremony, you say?
I don't know, but I'm sure it has nothing to do with us. Anyway.
You do. Being in a constant state of alert will only tire us further. Toma, what would you suggest?
I'd say a celebratory feast is in order. Funny enough, I learned a new hot pot game recently. I'm sure you'll find it quite amusing.
A hot pot game? What?
Simply put, every person prepares an ingredient to add to the... Then we take it in turns to close our eyes, pick an ingredient out of the pot. Anyone who guesses correctly can go again, and whoever finishes the meal with the most points is declared the winner. Don't you think it sounds like fun? I've been wanting to give it a try.
You really do want to play. Well, sounds like we've got our work cut out for us. Time to... Ooh! Paimon proposes we gather raging demon left. This is already shaping...
Oh, my stomach! It feels like...
Who would have guessed that Toma would be the winner? He ate...
Salt-crusted herring, unripe lavender melon, flashboy... hold up, my life is starting to flash before my eyes.
You've only got yourself to...
But weren't you the one who added those little cakes, Ayaka? I think boiling cakes in hot pot... Ugh.
I must apologize. To be perfect...
Uh-oh, I'm
You know, Toma, all you had to do was guess wrong on purpose and it would have...
Guess I've been feeling unlucky recently. Perhaps I did get a little carried away. I think my luck has already taken a turn for the better. So without further ado, I hereby declare...
Oh, brother.
Good effort, team. Another important job taken care...
Yes. If the Tenryo Commission truly is as busy with preparation and with the extra time, there are...
Let's all take some much-needed time off. After a few days' rest, we'll downtime is hard to come by these days, so I'll tidy things up here and start thinking about our...
There's gonna be a sequel?
Sure, why not? We should play again now that...
Bye, Toma! Seems we won't need to be visiting the Komori tea house for... Where do we go from here? What's the plan?
Traveler, Paimon, hold on.
Huh? Ayaka?
Something has come up, and I would like to but you ought not be nervous. This is not coming from the Yashiro Commission or...
Individual request?
Correct. This may seem a little sudden, but a few days ago, I was sorting through some old She wrote about all kinds of things, mostly of little consequence. But what true...
Probably your mom's best buddy, right?
Never. And although my mother and father passed away, so... I am very... According to the notebook, their name is Tsubaki. This seems to have been someone...
Paimon thinks it's some...
That's what I thought, too.
So what do you want us? Do you need us to find her?
No. Her address is given in the notebook. We can please keep everything I have... The proper course of action would be to involve my brother and visit her together. But he is terribly busy at present, and... Exactly. That, and you are also a kind, well...
You can count on us! We've done greeting gifts before, so we...
Wonderful! In fact,
Oh, we don't mind.
Thank you kindly. Shall we head off then? Ogura text...
Alright, sounds good. It's a festival promotion. Hey, speaking of, we haven't been anywhere fun since we...
No! What made you think that? Each season brings its own festival. And well, festivals are endowed... Oh, my apologies. I should...
Oh, so you weren't
Welcome. I have all the latest styles. Please take a look. Oh, it's Miss Kamisato, with guests from overseas. Welcome to...
Oh, greetings to you too.
Oh, Ayaka...
Let me see... Oh, it's a very fine design. Miss Kamisato, you'd like us to make a
Please, if you could.
I'm honored that you'd choose Olgra textiles and kimonos for your based on the design. This kind of kimono would require silk made from the silk flower. As you well know, Inazuma is currently... In all honesty, the impact on the textiles industry... But of course, where our customers are able...
So you're saying we need to...
If even Ogura textiles and kimonos can't get a hold of high-grade...
You could try the International Trade Association. The only thing is their prices.
Huh. So even just... Wait! The International Trade Association?
It looks... Thank you ever so much. Oh, in the meantime, I have one other very
Why is she being so...
Much obliged.
My pleasure, Miss Kamisato. Honestly, I'm just as excited as you to see the end product. We haven't made...
That's very kind of you, thank you. Traveler Paimon, let's... This is it. The International Trade Association.
Okay then, we need to talk to Kurisu, right? Huh, doesn't look like he's here. Look, there he is!
Ah, looks like we found him. Mr. Kurisu, are you alright?
Oh, you're...
Better than you, it appears.
And if it isn't the Traveler, thanks again for your help last time.
That's great, but,
Well, it's embarrassing to admit, but some of the association...
Which goods were stolen?
It was a batch of high grades...
Aww.
We imported a big batch of silk from Liyue several years ago. Recently, we heard that clothing stores in the city have more or less sold all their silk stocks. Ugh. The vagrants swiped the whole batch. Well, as you know, they don't think much.
Well, I also take issue with aspects of the Kanjo Commission's operational...
Anyway, there doesn't seem to be much... Perhaps I'm...
I am afraid I can't intervene in an official capacity.
Of course, I would never...
Huh?
Yes, acting in my own capacity, mind you. Even I do so not without reservation. That aside, as I'm sure you're given your position and that of the International Trade Association.
We will. But, what if someone high up in the Kanjo Commission sees what you're doing and doesn't like it?
Very humorous. Let's not forget that I am the eldest daughter of the Kamisato clan. I would be very surprised indeed.
Whoa, that sent shivers down my...
Mr. Kurisu, I need to know the exact time and location.
Thank you so much. Let's...
Everyone, please follow me to the scene of the...
All right,
Here we are. This is where we were robbed.
Hey, look on the ground! What are those?
Huh? Footprints! Very deep ones at that. Leading towards the forest.
Presumably the depth suggests that they were carrying something heavy.
Let's see where they lead.
A keen eye.
What do you think, cutie?
Give up.
Motion to compel.
What do you think, cutie? It's nearly time for afternoon tea.